Hi and welcome to the channel and this Lion Rampant project update video. You may recall in Mel's last update video that she'd been working on some horse archer elements for the Saracen forces. We'll get into those and others she's been busy doing later in this video. But currently on the bench at the moment, she's painting up all the infantry. She decided that she wanted to go and get these done as quickly as possible, so she's going to batch paint the whole lot, as you can see in front of you. So all the colours we'll be using obviously are from the Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy, 2 thin coats paints. And they're all in order, if you look, all in order of the colours she's been using all the way through painting up the infantry. So what do we have in front of us? Well, we've got in front of us here, we've got a unit of 6 skirmishers, sort of javelin, spear arm skirmishers. And obviously that's their shields they're going to have, shield transfers. Shields on the right over here, are always at the shield transfers applied. These are all Little Big Men Studio shield transfers, so really, really easy to go on. And they look a treat when they're all painted up, and that really look nice. 2 units of spearmen, so first one there, second one there all the way through, and a unit of archers. And it looks like a unit of like sort of like fierce foot, I think they are warriors and that, they are in Lion Rampant too. Again, they're looking really cool. So we have, I'll sort of pick one of these archers up a minute. So they've been base coated, washed, and then Mel's going back through, just putting another bit of highlight onto the base coat, and then she'll put the final edge highlight on top of that, and then obviously pick out all the rest of the details. So yeah, really nice. As you can see, that is from the set from the 2 thin coats paint range, so that would be the Highland Demon red, and then the base coat, and then it's a sanguine scarlet. So yeah, these are the colours that she'll be using to do those. So a mixture of the two, and perhaps put a bit of a lighter, like a cream or a white in there just to highlight, just to pick out little high points. And then again the same, so if I pick out one of the spearmen, going through on these. So yeah, they come up really well. The colours, the definition on the colour and that is really nice. I do like it. I do like the 2 thin coats paint range. They are really nice. And again, let's just pick up some of these. Oops, move finger out of the way. So yeah, some nice definition on them. And again, one of these just sort of show you what's going on with these. So they do look really nice under the light and that here. So, and this is like contrast, this is like one of the pinks and that into the red, so again they're going to look really nice together. You start picking out the highlights. So the first sort of group here on the left, these are at the sort of the stage of they've had the washes on and they've had the next base coats put on top, and then obviously they'll be picking out the edge highlighting. So that's where they are, and then that standard will go all the way through, and then it'll be the edge highlighting, as I said, it's the last stage. Again, just base coats on the flesh on the rest of the troops. So not a lot happening at the moment with these per se. As I said, just in various whatever, whilst Mel's waiting for something to dry or whatever, she'll go on to another unit and just bash out something on there and sort of put a layer of paint on something else on there. So again, speeds up that sort of batch painting and speeds all of that up. So that's the bench at the moment. Let's flick across and see what's been done since the last video. So at first then we have the 3 light cavalry horse archer units that Mel was working on in various stages in the last video. These are 95% complete. They need to be varnished yet, and once that's done we can then add the tufts and that like we did with the Crusader army. The basing material on there is the Sandy Desert terrain basing from AK Interactive. We're really impressed with their material, and that really goes on well, and it gives a nice sort of texture. The only things that we have done to it is once it's applied and dried, we give it a wash afterwards, and then brought it back up with a bit of Iraqi sand from Vallejo. The colour palette used is the same throughout. As I said, you've seen these anyway, but just to sort of say that there's the basing material on them, and it comes up really well. So yeah, these are really nice. Like how these have come together. But say nice 3 units of light cavalry horse archers. They're going to be riding around the battlefield causing some nuisance, and yeah, can't wait to see them on the table. And here we have then 2 units of heavy cavalry, as they are in Lion Rampant 2nd edition. All the miniatures you've seen today and throughout this video, and obviously all other videos we've done on this project, are from Gripping Beast miniatures, whether they be their metal range or their plastic range. But majority of the Saracen forces we'll be putting together, as you've seen, are from their plastic box sets, which I think are excellent value for money. and the amount of stuff and that you get in them, that is really, really good. The one thing I was surprised at with these cavalry though was the size of the shields. They are slightly too big, I think. I think they've used the shield from the infantry box sets and just put them on here, because I would imagine they would be a lot smaller, especially when you see like the banner bearers shield design. But other than that, they're lovely miniatures. All the banners, as you see on here, of shield transfers are from Little Big Men Studios. Again, lovely miniatures, lovely banners and that go well together. Yeah, as I said, so looking at the shields, as you can see from these two guys here, it's about nearly half as big again. Like, you know, I'd imagine they would be more like the smaller ones, but it's not a problem. Quite happy with the way they've come out. Very colourful and that, as I've said on the on previous videos and that. So this is the metal miniature you can get from one of their command sets. Really nice. I think it was a command set. Yeah, might even just be some banner bearers and that you can buy. But yeah, nice miniature. Actually, no, I think it was a spearman pack. No, it's yeah, it was a spearman pack we bought, and then just put a banner onto him and that. So really, really cool. This one's nice. One of my favourite. It looks quite cool. The way he's sort of throwing his spear. Look. Again, all the horses, like I said in the previous video, were all painted at the same time, all airbrushed, then washed, and then again, like with the figures, all sort of just brought up and that, layered and then brought up with a highlight, touched in with a highlight. Again, nice colour palette used all the way through. So again, keep that consistency throughout the army. But again, trying to sort of think about the dyes and that they would have used and that in that area. So yeah, really colourful, really nice and bright. And the same, like I said, the same goes with these guys here. So there's the other banner bearer. Let's just bring him forward. And what Mel's done on all the cavalry units, the saddlecloth there, she's painted a single colour for all the for that particular type of unit. So all of these will have all green saddlecloths and that. So it just keeps it nice and simple. So again, not messing around with the palette too much. And when she put them away in the box, and that she said to me, put them away in the box, and that just makes it easier for me to get them in and out, and I know where they belong to. So yeah, I can sort of see the logic behind that. Really cool, like that idea. And again, some of these, you can sort of see some greens, I said, and the other unit there is red. So yeah, there we are. That's 2 units of heavy cavalry. So finally then we have the 2 leader bases. Now, I remember I said at the start of the video and that we're building 2 forces that are around the Crusaders and the Saracens, around 48 points, 48 to 50 points, but adding in 2 leaders. So that way, if 4 people want to play, we can each command a 24-point force. Or if just 2 people are playing, we've got quite a large force that we can play against one another. But one thing that does interest me is if we did break the forces down into 2 24-point forces, you can play a nice decent map-based narrative campaign with them. So again, lots of different variation and ideas. When we come up with a project, one of the first things I always sort of look at and that is what can we get out of it? What else can we do with it, with what we're building? So again, it gives you multiple flexibility and that in your gaming on the tabletop and that, especially with the gaming groups and that you play with, gives you more sort of variations and that to your games, as I said. Oh, before I forget, the basing, as you notice with these 2, are slightly different than the other ones. Yes, we've added some stones and that, same as what we did with the Crusader leader bases, but more to the point is they've had the AK Interactive Sandy Desert basing material. I thought this was a good idea to sort of show you what it looks like just with the wash on before the dry brushing. So if I just move this one out of the way, move this one over here, bring a figure in a minute. So there you go, you can see the difference then between the 2. And what will happen is then that will get dry brushed up, varnished down, and when the varnish goes over it, as you all know, it changes the tone of how things look. So again, that's quite natural, it looks very natural, and I actually quite like it. But again, the dry brushing will make it lift up a little bit more, and then it'll go back, it'll dry back, it'll go back to a different sort of shade, and then you'll put the tufts and that on it. But we're doing it so it can match in or blend in with the map that we're going to use, again, because it gives you that, suspends that belief and that they're actually on that tabletop. So the miniature itself, getting Gripping Beast miniatures, as I said before, LBM Studios for the shield transfer and banner, lovely miniatures. One thing Mel always sort of said to me when she was painting these up, Mel likes to paint fantasy miniatures. And you've probably seen that on the channel going through the various videos of the fantasy miniatures that Mel's done. She likes the bright colour, she likes painting colour onto a miniature. And this army, when we sort of talked about the project, she jumped at the chance, thought, yeah, I could really, you know, get into that and sort of show some of the colours that they would have had, some of the dyes. I'll look it all up, and she has to be fair, she's done some quite good research on that on the period for the types of clothes and that. So this is the Saladin miniature, although we're not playing at the period we're doing, not playing the Saladin, we're doing from the 1120 to 1140, so sort of the rise of the military orders. This would just be a normal leader figure. And then have the banner, I think it was one of their sacred banners or holy banners, so we use that. Lovely miniatures though, again, she's done a nice contrast in the colours as well between the two. I think she's done a nice job. It really comes out well. Very impressed with that. And they look very colourful on the table. So yeah, looking forward to those. As I say, just got to get some varnish on those and then get the tufts and that put on them. So once the army's all completed, I will do an army showcase like I did with the Crusader Force. So again, hopefully just keeping you guys up to date with what's going on the update video. So that's all we've got for you for the moment, guys. If you like the army, if you like what Mel's been doing, smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And also let us know in the comments below what you like she's doing to the army. And so again, it's all helps and that. It's all encouragement. Like I said before, it sort of inspires us to do other things. And hopefully it inspires you guys to start your own Lion Rampant project. If you haven't seen our Facebook page yet, the link in the description below, come over to our Facebook page. Follow us on Facebook and you'll get to see this project and others that we get up to behind the scenes, do bench updates, show you how the project's progressing before we make a video and that. So sometimes, like I say, there is a bit of a disjoint between the two, but consider coming over and having a look at that, and you can also see what else we're getting up to game-wise. Well, that's about it now, and guys, I'm going to wrap the video up. And until next time, guys, we hope you're all staying safe, and as usual, happy wargaming.